Now we take the next question. Continuing forward, we are given that the slope of one line is double the slope of the other line. There are two lines. The slope of first line is double the slope of the other line. And if the tangent of the angle between them is 1/3, find the slope of the lines. Now, let's say we have two lines. This line and let's say this line. The tangent of the angle between them, not the angle, tangent of the angle. Tangent of the angle means tan theta. Tan theta is given to be 1/3. Instead of giving the angle, they have given us tan theta. And let the slope of this line be m. And since the slope of one line is double the slope of the other line, if the slope of this line is m, therefore the slope of the other line would be 2m, double of the previous line. So therefore let the slope of the lines be m and 2m, because the slope of the lines are related how? If one of them is m, the other is double of it, therefore 2m. Now we know the formula between two lines. Tan theta is what? m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. Now if we apply this formula, tan theta in this case is given as 1/3. Let the slope of first line be 2m, the slope of the other line be m, 1 plus 2m into m. So if we simplify this, we get m upon 1 plus 2m square is equal to 1/3. Now when we remove the modulus sign, we'll get plus minus sign. 1 upon 1 plus 2m square is equal to plus minus 1/3. Now we'll solve this equation separately, taking first 1 plus 2m square as 1/3, and in the second case m upon 1 plus 2m square as minus 1/3. Now if we cross multiply, we take this to this side and this to this side. We have 3m is equal to 1 plus 2m square. Therefore 2m square minus 3m plus 1 is 0. If we split this, we have minus 2m minus m plus 1 is 0. 2m m minus 1 minus m minus 1 is 0. Therefore we have 2m minus, rather we have 1 here. 2m minus 1 and m minus 1 is 0. Therefore m is either half or m is 1. Similarly, if we solve this part, cross multiplying it, 3m is equal to minus 2m square. Taking everything to the left side, 2m square plus 3m plus 1 is 0. Therefore what do we get? 2m square, split this, 2m plus m plus 1 is 0. Therefore 2m common, m plus 1 plus 1 common, m plus 1 is 0. Therefore 2m plus 1 into m plus 1 is 0. A 0 product rule, either this is 0, therefore m is what? Minus half, or this is 0, m is minus 1. Therefore, what are the possible cases? Let's say if m is half, therefore slopes of lines are, if one of them is m, the other one is 2m. Therefore if m is half, slopes of the lines are half and twice of this would be 1. Similarly, if m is 1, therefore slopes of the lines are what? 1 and double of this 2. If m is equal to minus half, therefore slopes of the lines are what? Minus half and double of this is minus 1. And m equals to minus 1, therefore slope of the lines could be minus 1 and minus 2. Therefore there are 4 possibilities which we can think of, such that if the slope of one line is double the slope of the other line and the angle between them is, tan of angle between them is 1/3, therefore 4 cases are possible. Next, suppose we have a line through the point this and this. Line through this and this means we can draw a line through these 2 points. Let's say these points are minus 2, 6 and 4, 8. There is a line through this, and this line is perpendicular to a line. This line is perpendicular to a line which passes through, let's say, 8, 12 and x 24. The angle between these two lines is what? 90 degree. We have to find x. Now as soon as we see, or the question says the lines are perpendicular, the first thing that should come to our mind is, what is the condition between perpendicular lines? The condition is the product of the slopes of those lines should be equal to minus 1. Therefore we just have to think of finding the slopes of those lines. Now we know how to find the slope of a line when 2 points are given. the formula used would be y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Now in this case, let's say this is AB and let's say this is CD. Therefore slope of AB, you can think of any one as x1 y1 and the other one as x2 y2. Therefore what do we get? 8 minus 6 upon 4 minus minus 2, which is 2 upon 6, that is 1 by 3. Similarly, slope of CD, you can think of this as x1 y1 and let's say this as x2 y2. What do you get? 24 minus 12 upon x minus 8, which is 12 upon x minus 8. Now we have got, let's say this is m1 and let's say this is m2. The slope of both the lines are found. Now we'll apply the conditions. 1 upon 3, 12 upon x minus 8 should be equal to minus 1. 3 ones are 3 fours are. 4 equals to minus x when we cross multiply. We get 8. We take x to the left side, 4 to the right side. X is equal to 8 minus 4. Therefore what is x? X is 4. Had the question said that the lines are parallel instead of perpendicularity, had the question said that the lines are parallel, then what would we have done? We would have equated m1 and m2. This would have been the case if the lines would have been parallel, for parallel lines. Then too we could have found out x. In that case what we would have done, 12 upon x minus 8 would have been equal to 1 by 3. Therefore in that case 36 is equal to x minus 8. Therefore x would have been 44. You could have made the same question turn into parallel lines.